eating contest.
It was good. It was real good. Protesters showed up.
Yeah, protesters
At a wing eating contest.
Yeah, vegans. We started.
Dude, is there anything worse than a vegan? Can I have the one, please? Is there anything worse than a vegan? Anything worse than a vegan? All right, you can get away from me now. Thank you.
No, Nick, it went real well. Yeah, it was the 5th annual wing eating competition. The 10 minutes to finish as many Angry Korean as you can. Then the first person to finish some super hella hot wings, 12 of them this time around, and then maintain and not drink or eat anything, you know what I mean, or not puke either. But yeah, we started the first one, and I'm up there and I've introduced all the competitors. Like, all right, 3, 2, 1, go. And then all these people ran up from the crowd, and I was like, oh man, fuck, these people want to be front row seats, they want to look right at the camera, what's happening? And then they all turned around, they had signs that were like, yeah, the meat is murder, and then like, they're not food, they're family, was what they kept chanting.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, huh.
These chickens are family.
They were a family, apparently.
They have no problem ripping the live root vegetable out of the ground. That's also living from the same primordial ooze that the chicken spawned
To be
from.
most clear about this is that the whole thing was a fundraiser for the Homeless Youth Alliance.
Okay.
So that was kind of the thing where it's like, ooh, you're protesting another charity event. I don't know how to come down on this one.
Yeah.
But after that, we asked them to leave and they left.
Oh, that was nice of them, at least.
I mean, they yelled for a long time, but nobody really cared.
Make sure to eat
Like when
the-
most vegans talk about being vegan, nobody cares.
Yes.
Vegans are terrible. But so are atheists. And I say that as one, because they're the same thing. They just don't shut up. That's why when someone's like, I'm like, I'm an atheist, but I don't want to get into this.
Yeah.
I'm not on my high horse.
Yeah.
The Filipino Mamba gave us a tip and said, what's up guys? Greg, thanks again for signing my Kinda Funny snapback over the weekend. Great job hosting and powering through that vegan protest.
That's what you gotta do.
Hashtag can't stop, won't stop.
When these vegans come up, you gotta
Only
power
vegans
through.
would protest
Homeless charity?
a homeless charity. Get a fucking life.
I'm so upset I wasn't there.
Go
for
eat
that
a
part.
fucking chicken and man up.
Because I love yelling at vegans.
They're the worst.
The worst.
They're the worst.
The worst.
I want to be categorical about that.
Yep.
I can't drink the milk. It comes from the cow's
Get
udder.
the fuck out.
That's
Shut
what they
the
say.
fuck.
That is what they say.
Yeah.
But you'll rip a goddamn radish out of the ground, won't you? As if the radish doesn't have feelings. As if the radish doesn't have a family.
That radish is family, not food.
Kevin?
Radishes are delicious, by the way.
I could never go vegan. Ever. Impossible. Impossible. Thank you. How? How could you not eat meat or eggs or cheese or butter or milk? Like, we should just shoot you into the sun at that point. You'd be happier in space. You could all be miserable together. All right, Kevin? Marikazam gave us a tip and said, on behalf of being a vegetarian, we are not all like the militant ones you think of. You may enjoy your chicken wings, and I will still love you. I will enjoy my food. What food?
This guy wasn't listening at all. He's vegetarian?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
we're fine with
Yeah,
vegetarians.
vegetarian's fine. My dad's a vegetarian.
I'm gonna marry a vegetarian. It's fine.
My dad breaks often though.
Does he really?
Yeah. Like he prefers, I think, to stay away from meat, pretty
Okay.
much. Like my dad will make like a pot of like broccoli rabe and kale and all this shit, and like put garlic and soy sauce in it, and just eat that shit. Just eat it. He was eating fucking broccoli rabe before I even knew what the fuck that meant. I went Swiss chard. I was like, I don't know what that means for 20 years. I'm like, you're eating Swiss chard. I don't want any part of it. Can I go to McDonald's?
Today, we're dropping into the prize pack. Ratchet and Clank on PlayStation 4.
It's a good one.
We liked this one a lot.
That's a good one,
Now
Greg.
it's getting moved on to one of you for your PlayStation 4s. It's the first, what's happening? It's the first I don't know what's, you're doing your digital
Oh God,
zooms.
it's so hard to control.
Oh God, we gave him too much power.
Oh
We
God.
gave him too much power with these digital zooms. Is there just like a second of lag?
No, I'm just not good at inverted controls.
Okay. Oh, they're inverted? Gross.
Yeah.
This is the first thing. We'll put many more things in, 4 more things over the next 4 days. Remember, Lego Dimension stream tomorrow.
This is Tim Geddes.
What's it most?
Tim, that's a
Yes.
shirt?
It is a shirt. There's a story to this shirt.
Yeah, why don't you go
We
ahead and
just
tell
checked
me
the
about
P.O.
it.
box for the first time in about, I don't know.
Months.
Yeah, probably 3 months, right? So we got this. This is from Marco Barron, who works over at California's Great America. There was this place you can go to get airbrush t-shirts,
Yeah.
but they were super expensive, and everyone always wanted them because they're super cool, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and
coolest.
I could never get one because I was a poor little piece of shit.
Right.
Right? One of the best friends out there works at Great America. He did send me this shirt.
It's pretty hot.
It is.
Now, are you going to
The
keep that
Bandicoot
shirt?
is saved. Yeah, dude, Bandicoot saved. You see that shit? And hold on, it gets even better.
Oh, what?
You see that?
Wow.
Yeah. Now
Pretty
that's a
cool.
shirt. That's a shirt you cannot get. So I'm sure that this was
Scooch your
discussed at some point. But your
I'm sorry.
nails are black.
Yeah.
Was this talked about yesterday? Did I miss this?
No, they would not talk about
We
it
don't wanna
on
address
this
it.
show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we want to
Okay.
address it.
Got it.
Yeah.
I saw some tweets happening, and I was interested in it.
Yeah. I painted my nails black, like,
Did you really?
from time to time in college, yeah. Usually just one hand. No reason. I don't know
even
why.
symmetry?
I don't know why. There was no reason to, because I dressed exactly the way I dress now.
Really?
It wasn't like I went through a gothic phase or like some sort of dark metal phase or something like that. I was just like, I'm just gonna do this.
Oh man, that brings me joy. At the GameStop Expo, me and Greg we hosted this Square Enix manager thing where we gave the same presentation over and over. There was a section where we would bring people up to play the new Rise of the Tomb Raider expansion that's coming out on PlayStation 4. And as we would hand the guy or woman the controller, we'd be like, "Oh, do you play inverted?" And like 50% of the time, no, not 50, 80% of the time, they're like, "No," like offended. 20% of the time, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we'd have to go in the options and change it." Whenever that would happen, Greg would boo them and tell everyone in the audience not to reproduce with them because we need to breed them out.
I'm one of those people.
And people on Twitter, so a couple people not too happy about it, but whatever, fuck them. Because I think it's hilarious. But anyway, it really got me thinking about this whole thing. And it's like, they're right. Let's breed you guys out. You fucked up. There's
It makes
something
perfect
wrong.
sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Gentlemen, it makes perfect sense.
I don't know how you're one of those people, Colin.
I don't understand it either because I didn't grow up playing flight sims or anything like that. It just made sense. That's just normal to me. I don't know how it happened or where it happened. I couldn't.
Can we fix it? Can we fix it?
No, we can't.
There
fix it.
must be a way to fix it.
Yeah, I would have to play games and figure it out again.
I feel
But
like
I figured out how to play these games with dual analog sticks almost 20 years ago. It's not
I
going to
think
happen.
that I think that it'll click quick.
I think you're wrong.
No, I think.
But you do know-
because you're so intelligent.
Well, that's what they tell me. But you do know.
Nick, it'll never click. It'll never click. He's done.
I don't think anything's clicked for Nick for a while.
But you do know that I had a crisis
Yeah.
towards the end of our IGN time when neither inverted nor normal worked for me, and I couldn't play shooters for like a month.
Wait, what?
There was a time around Destiny, when Destiny came out, and Borderlands on Vita, where I was like, nothing feels right, and I
Yeah.
can't play, and I was losing my mind.
That's
Like, it happened
hilarious.
for weeks, and then I went to play Far Cry 4, I guess it was, at Ubisoft, and I was playing like shit, and I'm like, guys, they're like, aren't you a big Far Cry fan? I'm like, yes. I can't play these games anymore. Something snapped in my mind, and it's not good because I'm about to quit my job to go talk about video games for a living. And then suddenly
man.
one day I woke up and it was fine.
You're good?
Yeah.
Man, that's so funny because I had a similar experience, but it wasn't with the inverted, the up and down. It was the x-axis, where when you are looking like in a third-person action game, like I think it was Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction on PS3, when for some reason neither having the camera move this way or this way, depending on how you move it, felt right to me. And I was like, this is fucking horrible. And I couldn't enjoy it.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's extremely hard.
It's real rough.
Daddy Fat Sex gave us a tip. Said, losing weight is real hard, guys. After a few years of trying, I'm just now seeing results. I finally figured out that the meal was over when I'm full and not when I hated myself enough to stop eating. That's a huge problem of mine as well.
Don't give me that fucking look. I get sick feeling because of all the milk in my food.
I can count on one hand the amount of times I've went to dinner with Kevin and it hasn't ended with him saying, does anyone else feel like vomiting? And I'm like, at this point, it's not even a joke. Like at this point, me and Paula will just be, and I go to dinner with Kevin 4-5 times a week.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's a problem here. There's not milk involved in a lot of those meals, Kevin.
So that's not true. Cheese and whatnot. So me and Paula are watching Louis C.K. do stand-up, and he's got a bit where he talks about like how normal people know when to stop, and he stops when he feels like vomiting. And she couldn't stop laughing and kept pointing at me, and like mid laughing was like, you know that laugh she does where she loses it? It's like, it's you.
It is. It's sad and
You
it's
gotta
scary.
control yourself, Kevin. Please. Final tip for now comes from Daddy's Cummies.
Daddy's cummies?
Who says simply give it to me. Thank you for your tips. Let's get back into the news.
Fuck!
We almost went to Great America last weekend.
We did.
Me and Tim.
We were at lunch and we're like,
Let's fucking go to Great
do you want to
America.
just go right now? And we're about to, and then Paula was all
talked us
like,
out
I'm
of it.
Paula.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
gonna
dumb
stay
idea.
here.
It's like, I guess you're right.
To be fair, she
My
wasn't
name's
saying...
Paula. Is that what she sounds like?
Yeah.
No. You've talked to Paula.
That's exactly what she
You
sounds
know
like.
who she is.
Yeah, he nailed it.
My name's Paula. You can't have fun today. Is that what she sounds like?
Not even a little bit.
Oh, well, I tried. I'm not very good at impressions.
Hey, you proved
you're
that
giving
today.
him like weird post-traumatic stress disorder right now.
Colin, you want to see something cool?
Yes.
If you and Tim are debating, I can do that now.
Woo!
Holy shit! That's awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I've been playing a lot with these toys.
If I read your name, you are a new sub or a resub, and we appreciate your support here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. Glockguy1926 for 20 months says, I don't know if I want that hoodie or the Crashy B shirt more. Thanks for allowing me to give you
Crashy B.
$99.80 over the past 20 months, Colin. You're very welcome. Thank you. JSC2994 for 4 months. Jeezy Heat 15 for Jeezy Heat for 15 months says, can't wait for the Lego Dimension stream. Remember, Lego Dimension stream on at 1 p.m. Pacific time in 50 minutes.
Can you put us?
Jared D007 for 9 months. Keep up the awesome work. You guys rock. Sterling Lifeco for 16 months says, Sweet 16. Legal to get a learning permit from this burning dump truck. Keep on keeping on, guys. Thank you. Sabrine for 7 months. Nice shirt, Tim. Black Sack just subscribed. Psychedelic Hippo for 16 months. McLovin for 6 months.
This doesn't even
Ray
make sense.
Charlesar said for 5 months. Let Tim host. Jason at 922 for 4 months says, my 4th month anniversary happens to be on a day that Tim hosts. Now that's what I call magic. Thanks for everything you all do. Thank you. Rev with a bunch of numbers just subscribed, and with thanks just subscribed. Thank you for your support. We gotta go. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at Kind of Funny Vids. I'm at No Taxation. Tim's at Tim Geddes. Kevin's at Kind of Funny Kevin. You can follow us individually and as a group on Facebook and Instagram. Support us on Patreon. Watch our videos on YouTube. Download our podcast on podcast services of your choice. I don't know what's going on. I gotta go. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
That was awesome.
I hate you, Kevin. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Colin and Greg Live right here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. My name is Colin Moreira. This is Greg Miller.
Hi.
Kevin Coelho in the corner.
Why do you hate him? That was a good one. He snapped at least, so there's an audible cue that now the camera's on for you.
3, 2,
He says the audio's live.
go.
The snap.
The countdown is for the audio. And then there is no countdown for the video. That just, if this key thing works, then it works. If not, what am I going to do? What
I
am
really
gonna
think
do?
you have to just figure out a different way.
Look what this kid's doing. Look what this motherfucker's doing! We gave him too much technology, ladies and gentlemen. Now he can just put himself whatever show he wants.
I don't like this at all.
Baba Booey 2.0 is happening live right
you need
here.
to go home.
That's what you
Go
do, right?
home.
You sit here at night
This
and just
is my home.
you just stay here at night and you settle. You figure this all out, right? Or does Devin just do all this for you?
No, I've done all this stuff on my own. Recently.
I was gonna say
Recently,
you gotta put
yeah.
an asterisk
No,
on there
Devin,
somewhere,
Devin's
please.
amazing, and I miss him every day.
I'm very proud of you, Kevin.
But I've been trying to learn how to use our new crazy equipment
yeah,
better.
no.
The webcam
You've been
isn't
impressed. I
anything
know
new,
you've been shouting out things you've been doing.
Yep.
Yesterday in the middle of Game Over Greggy, for some reason we were having a serious discussion, and you did like the circle cutaway to another camera.
That was an accident.
Yeah.
I was learning. I was like, does the enter just do a cut? No, it doesn't. It does the auto, which does the transition, which, yes, was an awful transition to do at the time.
It was fine though. You're learning. You've come so far, Kevin. We love you.
Kevin, at the beginning I said I hated you. I think I actually just fear you.
His powers have grown too
I
intense.
think I just fear you. And I think the fear is totally reasonable. Aren't you glad I said that?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
I don't like people say orange. Orange. Orange.
Orange.
Orange.
Orange. Am I saying it right or wrong?
Orange.
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 Orange. Roof.
Compass.
Compass.
Oh, God.
Compass.
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 Compass. The dictionary agrees with us on that one.
Roof.
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 Roof. That one I admit I say weird. I'll give you that one.
Compass.
Compass.
Orange.
Orange.
Th-
Tavares.
thoughtful.
Thoughtful. Oh, now I kind of hear it. Do it.
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
Thanks.
Thanks. Because it's kind of like you're saying the when you say the words. Thanks.
Compass.
Thanks. That's how you're saying it.
Thanks.
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 TH.
TH.
Thanks. TH.
What's happening?
#1 morning show on Twitch. That's what's happening.
Orange. Orange.
Orange.
3.
3.
Thankful.
Thankful. Kevin, you're not doing this right. Stare into your 1.
Okay.
I'll stare into my 1. Kevin, he's gonna give it. Colin the 1. He'll say his word. Then you come back to me. I'll say my word.
Orange.
You're a fucking idiot, Kevin.
All right, do it.
I'm glad you set all the goddamn
Do it one more
webcams up.
time.
You can't figure.
Orange.
Orange.
Compass. Oh my God.
Let's start the fucking show.
Kevin is the destroyer of jokes. It's actually like I love Kevin. We mess around with him.
Yeah.
But on a real note, the destroyer of jokes.
The problem is
the
when he's
destroyer of
Your jokes aren't funny, guys.
No, they
that would have been
actually
a great
are.
clip. That would have been a great clip breakout right there.
Pneumonia. Pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Ammonia.
I used to think it was ammonia when I was a kid.
Why would we even use this ammonia if it's just gonna make us sick?
I'm like, is it ammonia like the thing in the bottle that I'm not supposed to drink?
But if you did drink it, let me tell you, you get fucked up nice.
Pneumonia.
Lead paint also is delicious.
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
See, that was funny.
That was good, cause you didn't fuck it up.
No, because you
Get out of
the
our way,
first time
Kevin.
Are you
wasn't
using the
funny.
camera? You're not popping up anymore. What's going on? I thought the cam was
Yeah,
synced
I
to the
don't-
microphone.
No.
It's 2 buttons you gotta
No,
use?
yeah, it's a
Oh.
key command. As all things are.
I apologize, sir.
No, it's okay.
Kevin,
I forgive you.
what we do over here is funny. You see, here I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
Kinda.
I'm a little
Funny!
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Greg and I have been doing shows together for 8 years,
I've never seen them.
and grew quite a rapport with each other over time. You know, did probably 300 episodes of Podcast Beyond together, and then probably like 200 PlayStation conversations, and then all these other things. And eventually, Kevin, you learn how to kind of just interact like in a Laurel and Hardy kind of way, where we know where we're going. It's you, sir, that doesn't know where we're going. You understand?
He's the drunk bus driver. You and me are just the crotchety old man and woman in the back fucking.
Someone's getting fucked.
Waiting for the bus to get to Safeway. Because mama needs her prunes.
Look at my fucking
Wanna
hair.
call
Getting it cut today.
I like it.
It's out of control.
But you're going to a real person. You're not cutting it yourself.
For the second time in a row.
Look at you being an adult. Look at you. The neo-Nazi is...
Gotcha, bitch. Big ding. Did you just call me a neo-Nazi, by the way?
I was going to say the
That
neo-Nazi.
just sort of went right over my head.
Would you just say big ding?
Big Dick Wingnut gave us a tip. Sir Sonic gave us a tip and said, just got back from vacation where my grandfather told me he has stage 1 esophageal cancer. He told my sister over speakerphone while we were at Wendy's. What's the worst way you've received bad news? Well, first of all, that's terrible, and I'm sorry to hear
Sorry
that.
to hear that, yeah. Once I woke up and my mom had fallen through the ceiling. I don't know, that wasn't that bad.
Wait, what?
Mom fell through the ceiling.
Did she really? What? All right, so tell me that story.
Yeah, in the original house we lived in was a single-story ranch. You know what I mean? And then like we had the pull-down attic or whatever. And I must have been 5 or 6. And I wake up all groggy and I come out. And my mom's like, "Don't go in the living room. Like stop." You know, I start to come out because like the ladder is down. She had to go up there to get something, or she heard something and went up there and like lost her balance and stepped and went like right. I don't think, if memory serves, I don't think she like fell all the way through. It wasn't like a huge hole, but I think her like leg, her leg came through or whatever, and then she like
that's
pulled
not as
herself
funny.
out of the thing.
That's funny, but that's not as funny as your mom just falling through a ceiling, which would have been even funny. With thanks, gave us a tip. So love the show. Keep it up. Have you seen this new ad by Joss Whedon encouraging people to vote? It's 3 minutes, but hilarious. No videos.
Oh! But we like Joss.
But I
Whedon.
did.
Is it good?
It's apparently the Avengers cast saying about how you gotta not vote for Trump.
Really?
Apparently.
Can we watch it? I'd like to watch it.
All right.
On Tuesday, November 8th, this country will make one of the most important.
The most important.
The most important decision.
You're not an Avenger.
You have a chance.
You have an obligation.
To be a part of that decision.
You might think it's not important. You might think you're not important.
But that's not true.
And the only way we can prove that to you is by having lots of famous people.
Lots of famous people.
Lots and lots of famous people.
Just a shit ton of famous people.
Repeating how important.
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 How important it is.
Oh, Ashley.
Register.
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 Vote.
There's so many famous people.
Some of us aren't as famous, but still pretty famous.
Like, you've seen us somewhere.
Sometimes a not famous person will be mixed in with the famous ones.
They drive the message home
because of their unpolished sincerity.
Their unpolished sincerity.
But you only get this many famous people together if the issue's
one that truly matters to all of us.
A disease or
ecological crisis or
a racist, abusive coward who could permanently damage the fabric of our society.
Do the math. Do we really want to give nuclear weapons to a man whose signature move is firing?
Firing things?
But we can end this nightmare before it begins.
We can save the day.
for our children.
For our children.
For our children.
For our communities.
For our communities.
For our communities.
For America.
For America.
For America.
All it takes is all of us.
All of us.
All of us.
We cannot pretend both sides are equally unfavorable.
We can't say one vote doesn't matter.
Your vote matters.
Your vote matters.
It affects everything.
Not just the presidency, but the Senate.
The House.
Your local officials.
Immigration.
Student debt. Common sense gun laws.
The Supreme Court.
See, this isn't just an election, it's a tipping point.
For the country.
For the world.
For your world.
If you don't know how or where to register,
go to savetheday.vote.
Savetheday.vote.
Make yourself heard.
Tell the world that you care about what happens to it.
And if you do vote,
and help protect this country from fear and ignorance.
Mark will do a nude scene in his next movie.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo will do a nude scene in his next movie.
Wait, what?
Mark will do a nude scene.
Mark's gonna have his dick out.
Full Monty.
Full Marky.
No. Go to savetheday.vote. When nobody talked about.
Save the day.
Make Mark be naked.
by making your mark on November 8th.
They should just vote because it matters, you know? Don't you think?
We're all in this together. That's why the most popular or memorable actor is the last one you see.
Really?
Yeah, really.
That's fun. Yeah, it was fun. I thought it was funny.
Power Rangers, the movie, the 1995 one, it's not canon to the whole thing. But the Falcon Zord flew in, the train tracks were broken, all the kids were on like the train and were about to fall off.
Didn't
and
watch
die.
the movie, but yeah.
But then the Falcon Zord came in and then the train went over.
No.
We need to do a...
It got there too late for me. I was a Power
Sit
Rangers
down
fan.
and watch.
Anytime you want to cut to the wide, because that would make sense. I was a Power Rangers fan when it was on TV. I fucking hate you. You better get that camera for yourself up there when I come over to beat the shit out of you.
Come at me, fat boy.
Anytime, man. I'm tethered with this thing right now.
I'm fucking. Oh,
keep in mind, I'm greased up right now. You think you're gonna get a handle on me, you Peruvian piece of shit?
My God. So Power Rangers are super cool. Right now we are...
Cut to the wide, you asshole! Why are you so afraid of the wides?
I was coming to fix his, but look at yours. You don't
How would I look at it? How would I look at it?
You
No.
can't feel it
No,
poking
Kevin,
into
you have no idea what it's like on this side of the camera. I have no idea what's on that side of the camera, right?
You ran the show once. It was great.
Yeah, I know. That's why I know it's kind of easy, and you fuck it up all the time. You don't know how to cut between
stop.
wides
I'm
and
sorry,
things.
I'm sorry.
You giving them
I hate
massages?
them so much.
If you're giving, I want a massage while you're here.
You guys will never know what it feels like to be around Kevin. Like, in this
Give me
way.
there we go. Here we go. Oh my God.
I will say, though.
Paul Gallagher.
Kevin, stand
Oh
here.
my God.
Stand right here.
Oh, hold on, Tim. Oh my Jesus God, hold on, Tim. Fuck, is that good?
If you haven't seen this shirt already.
Oh my God, is that good?
Let it in. Let it just happen to you. This is his actual grandma. With love, your grandmother.
And she made this for you.
She made it for him.
That's
She brought it
awesome.
in.
I don't.
When did she give this to you?
Oh, like 2-3 years ago.
And you just now decided to bust it out. The world was ready.
Wasn't right then.
I'm glad it's right now.
Yeah.
Is your grandma this hip to the things that she thought this would be a funny, cool shirt?
No.
She was ahead of times.
No.
Wow.
This was not a joke. This is real. This is love.
Now stick with me.
Uh-huh.
Can we please, thank you very much, get a shirt that says, with love, Kevin's grandma, and have the same thing and sell it on
I would love it.
HowToFunny.com
I don't know.
store.
We were talking about it. I don't know if we can sell that type of shirt because there's too much detail and too much love.
Well, I mean, we could, oh my God. We could have Andy Cortez just fucking, Oh, Jesus God. You got magic little fucking Peruvian fingers. Like Peruvian caterpillars all over me. I might have orgasmed. I don't know. I can pull it together. It's like having a conversation right after sex. You're like, I don't know. I don't know. Andy Cortez could do a drawing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but
Pandamus could do a caricature. Not a caricature. Like, she's like, got the big head. She's like the Hollywood sign behind her. So not like a literal caricature. Low Po Pro gave us a tip and said, "Hey Tim, without going to blows, can you explain why Kevin's Christmas parties are so terrible? Kevin, why can't you make them any better?"
My Christmas.
This is a tip of the fucking day. Why are they bad?
Kevin's family.
Like, that's his only reason against it.
Okay.
He has to deal with my mom.
That
and
is
my
a
sisters.
reason that would cause me to not do anything. It'd be like, hey Tim, you want to go play the NX? Yeah. At Kevin's mom's house? No. I'm out. Hey Tim, you want to go watch the new Power Rangers movie? At Kevin's mom's house? No, I'm good.
It's so much fun to trick him to go into my mom's house.
It's
Where
like-
I'll be like, hey, let's go eat. And I'll go pick him up. I'll be like, I just got to do this one thing first. And then we'll get there and I'll be like, hey, it's going to be like 45 minutes.
You know
so you should
Porty?
just come up.
Going to the vet?
Yeah, no, Porty.
Yeah, it's
where he
kinda
does the thing where he plants his feet and you gotta pull him and he does the thing with his head.
But it's not just me. I like the one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life in my modern years.
Sure.
Is Paula Gallagher.
No, she's liking it more now. She's becoming okay with it.
No, she's not.
She definitely
she's trying
is.
She's such a sweet girl. She's trying her hardest.
Such a sweet
but man,
girl.
the look on her face, I'm like,
you're kindred spirits.
I get that.
She knows.
I've been there. I know
Yeah,
that. And it's
yeah.
like now she's more fucked than I am. Thank God.
Well, I mean, she's
I know.
engaged to Kevin Coelho. She's super fucked, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I can run, you know?
Yeah, you could cut and run anytime. You
physically,
can always
but
come
like-
up with an excuse. So Christmas parties at Kevin's, we don't have a good ruling.
Christmas party at Kevin's are pretty cool. You just got to ignore all the Latin people.
Can you, oh.
What? It's true.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, though.
What?
There's a lot of minorities there.
Yeah.
They're all light-skinned. It's fine.
Oh, okay, I'm fine. How much English is being spoken?
Christ.
Not much.
Jesus.
Have some fun. Can I get a minority report on fun? The next story is just labeled Ariana Grande, and you put this in.
Yeah.
So and now I see what's happening over here. Yeah, what's happening? All right.
So here's the thing.
Run me through what I'm about to see.
This is not a news story at all.
Yeah.
This is just my latest thing that I'm obsessed with. There's some little stuff you need to know, Greg,
Okay.
before we go into this.
Yeah.
This song is called Side to Side.
Okay.
This music video is utterly fantastic.
Okay.
It has just been stuck in my mind. I cannot stop thinking about it, all right? This song is about her getting dick so good that she can't walk straight. So she's walking side to side. I'm not making that up. Roll the clip.
All right, that's okay.
That's all we need.
This definitely requires more research on my part. Kevin, I'll need you to prep this on the computer in your little office, and I'll go in there and close the door and give me about 4 hours, and I will have all the information we need on this. Because I'm not sold about what's happening. I need more research to see if this is a song about getting fucked so hard you can't walk side to side.
It is. Nicki Minaj says, wrist icicles ride dick bicycle.
Nicki Minaj says all sorts of things. That doesn't mean it's true.
But the wrist icicles, if you look what up that means, because I didn't know. I wasn't aware.
Okay.
I wasn't up on the cool hip terms. Wrist icicle is when you get jizz on your wrist.
Okay.
And then you have little icicles coming off.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And that's on the radio. They don't beep that out. They do beep out the dick bicycle.
Well, I remember-
So it just goes bicycle.
My favorite thing was when Chappelle's show was going originally, and he went skeet, 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 and he said the best part is the censors don't know what that means yet, so they can't bleep it.
Yeah.
And he was ahead of the time.
He is. And here we are. Wrist
How many
icicles.
times have you seen wrist icicles in real life?
I mean, it just happens, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
I just feel like that's not where it's happening.
Well, I mean, I like hand jobs a lot, you know? So that's how it happens.
But I mean, like this. And
Yeah,
then,
like it was kind of like...
That's how, you're getting so many hand jobs that's the ferocity at which this is coming out. For me, it's like, just punches through walls. My landlord's looking through the hole. What's happening down there?
I'm not against it.
Bless you, Kev Dog. You know what set that cold right? Some wild wings. Don't wipe your hands on your grandma's.
No, I'm not.
You clearly did. I'm staring right at you.
No, Greg. What happened is I sneezed a lot of saliva onto my chest, and then I had to wipe it off.
God, and then you're like, why do you? And then you grab my glass. You got my, and you understand. You know. If you didn't give such goddamn back rubs and dick that made me walk side to side, I'd throw you out of this place. We're gonna read now. Subs and resubs.
New Flash says, Greg Miller, hero of the wide shot. He's not the hero we deserve, but the hero we need.
Why are you afraid of the wide shot?
I don't understand.
Wrist
icicle.
Wrist icicle!
Oh, I don't like it at all. Ambitious Cadet says
Want me to rub it in?
nothing. No. Gwen Stacy Lives says, I love Scotch eggs, except they're always like $8. $8 fucking dollars for one egg. And dude, this is nasty. It's so nasty.
I'm rubbing it in for you.
This is Nick Scarpino. Like,
Sometimes
whatever.
my guy just will go the extra mile too. He'll do the shampoo with the head scalp massage.
Right. That's nice.
A little bit of like a menthol shampoo, and then yes, Kevin, he does. He'll give me a little bit of just a little rub and tug. He'll tug it out. Why are you shaking your head? You're the one that did the rub and tug, like, look. You did this to me. See, now he goes off camera, and now he's laughing at me because I don't have any control over him being on camera or not. So you think he didn't do that, but in reality, you know deep down in your loins that he did do that. He did do the rub and tug symbol. This is the international rub and tug symbol. Did you know that? Like when you go to like Amsterdam, there are places that don't do the rub and tug. It's just an X over a hand doing
Really?
this. Yeah.
Is that true?
No.
That would be fucking awesome. Because first of all, I believe it. Amsterdam's a weird place.
Amsterdam is a fucking weird place.
Hoffman Plays gave us the first tip of the day. So checking in from Regina, Saskatchewan, the city that rhymes with fun. Colin and Greg Live is the best part of my Fridays off. Love you all, even Kevin. I really didn't know, like, because, obviously Regina is a real city.
Yeah.
So couldn't they just call it Regina? Do they have to call it Regina?
Yeah. Yeah. They have to.
Like, are you serious?
Here's the deal. Here's how that conversation went when they were naming it. It was between two gentlemen who were Canadian. And one of the persons was like, I want to name it after my wife, who was Regina. And the other guy's like, no, but if we call it Regina, then people will actually remember the fucking name of this town. Because if you call it Regina, no one's going to care. You call it Regina, because it rhymes with, spoilers, vagina. Everyone will make that joke, and we will forever be known as the town of fun and slippery wetness.
Or dryness, depending on what's happening.
Depending on what's going on.
Like a puff of smoke coming out of it, like dust.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
It's like when you put like baby powder.
No, I don't know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
You ever watch those old Jackie Chan movies where they would put like baby powder on people's faces so that when they kicked them, the dust would just pop off and it would make the impact look stronger? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Kevin, you're going to pretend like you haven't had sex with a 70-year-old woman before.
I don't have to pretend.
Dust coming out of that thing.
Kevin's favorite things to say when we used to be like, dead or alive, you're coming with me. That's what he used to say to him. Because they're 70. You didn't know if they were alive or dead.
And that's where it all began. That's where the fun began.
You get a new phone?
No. I also can't really play multiplayer games in my living room at night because my wife is trying to sleep. So I can't be screaming to people to take different checkpoints.
Right.
Because my wife will get up and she gives me this look.
She'll kick you in your Regina.
Yeah, right square into my beefy Regina. There's a lot of cows up there in Regina, what I hear. Huge cattle industry.
Reginal.
Like, do you think at this point the fine people of Regina have just pushed through it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're just like, you know what?
Generations ago,
we
probably.
just accepted it. We just accepted it.
Or someone
and
could
now
just be
it's
like,
fine.
it's Regina. And that would have literally, if it wasn't said like that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, people laugh. And I'm like, what's so funny about Regina? It's like, it's Regina. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why is it Regina?
Why?
What are you guys, nuts?
Yeah, it's hard. There are just certain things you can't name a city. Regina being one of them.
This is what I was going to do. I was going to put this video in here about Regina.
Oh, yeah.
is the capital city of Saskatchewan with around 200,000 people and a devotion to ecology that has resulted in a system of over 100 parks. City Hall is part of a cluster of modern buildings in the downtown area. It's a highly livable city that pulses with the energy of dynamic business leaders. Museums like the Regina Plains Museum preserve and interpret the cultural, social, and economic development of the area.
Ooh, that bass. This song
is so good. Oh, I want this song. Talk about synthwave.
You can download the track at experienceregina.bandcamp.com.
Oh, of course you can. Regina, experience Regina. What the fuck? Did that baby have a gun? Oh, what's up? That girl, I'm on cocaine. That bass is fucking hitting hard, man.
Not vagina.
Now here's the thing about this video, this here video. Hold on, I'm tethered here. We're obviously laughing at it because it's hilariously absurd. But I want to tell you this. It did its job. I now know more about Regina than I've ever known in my entire life because of that song. It sucked me in. They got me with the absurdity, and I stayed because of the goodness. And that's how it goes. They had my curiosity, now they have my attention. Regina! Regina! It's like he didn't have a lot of confidence in that upper register, but he had it. You gotta breathe from the diaphragm, support, and it'll come out. Next time, when you do the sequel, Regina 2, back to Regina. Back through the flappy gates of Regina.
What?
Yeah, that's a lot of people are saying they knew that as the new intro. And I think they're correct, Kevin.
We'll get to it.
Regina! Experience Regina!
Yeah, I love the cracking voice. It was awesome. The fucking slap bass in the bridge. I was like, all right. Dante Disco Inferno gave us a tip and said, hi, gang. Colin, what are your thoughts on the recent Palmer Luckey news? Is the outrage warranted? What do you saw? So I don't know nearly enough about this. For people that don't know, Palmer Luckey is the founder of Oculus VR. Sold
this is a weird story.
For $2 billion. And he's a outspoken Trump supporter, apparently.
I guess so.
And is funding a Donald Trump organization of some sort. I don't really have enough information to have an opinion on this right now.
He supposedly funded a meme campaign where they were just basically, it was a bunch of people that were making absurd memes, including giant billboards with pictures of Hillary Clinton's giant, like with an oversized head saying too big to jail. Shit like that.
Oh, that's funny. My whole thing is, I just don't like the disparaging nature that people talk about the voters necessarily of the Clintons or the Clinton campaign or the Trump campaign. We like to have fun with the Sanders campaign every once in a while and stuff like that. But, I know people that are voting for Donald Trump.
Sure.
And, they're not pieces of shit. They're not bigots or racists or anything like that. They're just people that are casting a vote. Now, I don't like the being of this guy's a piece of shit or this guy's, because you support a specific candidate. I just don't believe in that. I think that you're misguided, perhaps, if you support Donald Trump. But I was talking about this with someone before. You live in, and this is my opinion, right? You live in West Virginia, right? You live in a small town in West Virginia. The EPA is strangling the coal, the ability to manufacture and have coal, and your entire town depends on this, right? And a man comes in and says, whether he means it or not, whether he's able to do it or not, a man comes in and says, I'm going to bring jobs back to this community. And your community is blue collar and they're fucking desperate and they have nothing.
Right.
They don't give a fuck what else he says.
Right.
They're voting for the man that's going to give them the job back. Mm-hmm. And I think that you have to kind of put that shit into context for a lot of these folks, especially, what, Kevin?
But is he going to give them the job back?
No, that's what I'm saying. Whether or not he's not, all I'm saying is that there's a desperation in the electorate. That people are not tapping into as well. Of course there are racists and bigots and all that kind of stuff voting for Donald Trump, obviously. He has people like David Duke supporting him.
Yeah.
And I'm not voting for Donald Trump at all.
But I just don't like the disparaging nature in which people are just throwing around these things as if it's the same thing Hillary Clinton did with the basket of deplorables, whatever. And I'm like, I think we have to find a different way to talk about each other. You know, like I just feel like we have to find a different way to talk about each other and not read into the intent too much that there's some sort of nefarious thing with most people that support this particular man. I don't think he's the person that's fit to be president of the United States, and I'm not going to vote for him. But like so I say that only because like now Palmer Luckey has to deal with this, I guess, and it seems like he's kind of a piece of shit for doing this certain meme things and all those kinds of things, and it seems like he's kind of an agitating kind of figure or whatever.
The quotes that
but I don't know enough about it to have an opinion on it.
The quotes that I read had him come off incredibly cocky, like he doesn't, like this whole thing's a big game.
I got to read more about this. All I'm saying is we have got to figure out a new and different way to talk about each other.
Right.
You know? And not talk about how deplorable a Clinton supporter is, or how deplorable a Trump supporter is per se. And I have a huge problem with that, because that is really, we blame the politicians in the environment of Washington and in state capitals, but really we're doing it to each other. And we don't have to. And that's the only thing I'm trying to say. So I have two particular points about this, is that you have to just, it's the same thing I said about Barack Obama in 2008. If you support everything a person says or does in order to vote for them, then every person who voted for Barack Obama in 2008 was against gay marriage. Sorry. Like, that's just the consistent line. If you want to play that game, then you were against gay marriage for voting for Barack Obama, who was outspokenly against gay marriage in 2008. So, like that's, you cannot support everything a person says.
Right.
Now, I would not support Donald Trump because of the things he says, but I just try to put myself in the position of the person, the blue-collar worker, in a place that's been ravaged by free trade and all these kinds of things, and he's coming in and saying, like, I'm going to bring jobs back. And that's all you want to hear. You have a family to feed, you have all those kinds of things. They don't care.
Right.
And I get that. So, like, there's more to the story than meets the eye. And I just think we have to figure out a new way to talk about each other. In a more positive, or at least forgiving way, or at least understand how people might draw certain conclusions. And maybe that's just too naive of me, or too positive, strangely positive for me, but that's how I feel about it. Real Radic 13 gives tip. And he has the same thing, thoughts on Palmer for Lucky funding Trump shit posters. A lot of people seem pretty mad that he is funding an unofficial to post alt-right memes. Should people be judged based on their politics? I just answered your question. The answer is no. Unless you have extreme politics, right? Unless you are literally a fascist, right? Or something, or maybe even literally like a Bolshevik or something like that. I think you have to kind of forgive people as long as their politics aren't racially motivated or all those kinds of things. Like, people just don't agree with everything. We used to get along in this country. There have always been divides.
There's always been tension.
But not like this, dude. Not like this.
Well, this is a historic event. This has never happened before, where we've had two very polarizing candidates like this. Normally they're just like meh. They're like Nella wafers, where you're like, they don't taste that good, but they're not that bad. This one, they're just. This is pretty interesting. There's a lot on the line here, and in any situation where there's a lot on the line, tensions are going to flare.
Absolutely.
Regina. Regina.